Last month we saw the magical action parkour title Forspoken take our top spot. This month we have a mix of an action shooter, tactical, and a game of more magical proportions to keep you busy. From dealing with fantasy beasts to gaining redemption while saving humanity, without further ado, let's get into the RPGs that have caught our eye for February. Honourable mention, Destiny 2 Lightfall. Destiny 2 is getting quite the update with the upcoming expansion Lightfall, sending players to a new location, adding a new subclass, as well as plenty of improvements. There seems to be something for everyone, as the shooter MMO with RPG-like features sends Guardians to the area of Neomuna. Here players will fight alongside the Cloud Strikers to take down Callus's new Shadow Legion. There's a new baddie in town, the Witness. The new subclass Strand features harnessing the power of psychic energy, letting you manipulate space and time. The Darkness power reaches into the fabric of the world around you, letting you see the weave. Each class, Warlock, Titan, and Hunter, will have a unique Strand ability. Warlocks can use telekinetic powers, Titans can use claws to deal AoE damage, and Hunters can use a rope dart. The Strand can also help players traverse in a new way, grappling onto non-physical surfaces, emphasizing the power to bend space to your will. A new feature is the addition of the Guardian ranks, which will help new players through the paces. It navigates the different elements of the game, such as maps, raids, and other activities. Players can even dive into a new campaign story, either to go it alone or team up with other Guardians. A new endgame raid to battle and exotic weapons to gain. Explore Neptune's capital Neomuna, a neon light city with plenty of foes. Destiny 2 Lightfall will be released on February 28th for Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and PC. At number 5, Octopath Traveller 2. The sequel, Octopath Traveller 2, features an all-new world of Solistia, with a brand new cast of characters. This means you don't have to have played the first game in order to play the sequel. Square Enix seems to be keeping the second title in keeping with the prequel, which includes HD 2D aesthetic. However, the second title is getting some improvements with more dynamic camera angles and more of an emphasis on the stories of each of the characters. Even the individual stories behind each character will have more opportunities to intersect. Each character has their own backstories, strengths, as well as path actions. Particio, for example, as he casts magic, increases his group's health. This character is quite light-hearted, but also has life wisdom to impart. As a merchant class, he can purchase items from townspeople, which may include some useful items such as weapons. He can also hire NPCs to join you in battle when exploring the world. Battle systems will be similar to the first title with turn-based battles and break mechanics. Travelling in the game is getting some more new modes of transport, such as canoeing and even boarding your own ship across seas. There are islands to be discovered and new enemies to challenge. This sounds much more dynamic than the previous title, opening up more ways to explore the world. Octopath Traveller 2 will be released on February 24th for PC via Steam, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. At number 4, Redemption Reapers. Looking for a game that tells the tale of gripping wartime struggle? Look no further, as Redemption Reapers brings a tactical RPG worked on by video game veterans that have developed titles such as the Fire Emblem series, Kingdom Hearts 3, and even music from the Bayonetta series. This is also the same developer behind the Metroidvania title Ender Lilies. In this title, Redemption Reapers, players will be facing the onslaught of the Mort Army, as the last standing humanity as the Ashen Hawk Brigade. Each member isn't as squeaky clean as you might think, instead they are made up of a band of mercenaries who are some rather unsavoury characters. Morts are the horrific creatures that have started to consume the land. Now humanity looks to the Redemption Reapers to sort them out. Maybe they can save humanity and save themselves from their troubled past at the same time. Using strategic team tactics, utilising surprise attacks and taking advantage of weapon synergies, plan your attack through war-torn villages, castles and even snowfields. Each warrior carries their own strength, whether it be using stealth or mastering ranged attacks in top-down. Choose to forego massive damage by using stick and move ability, with special skills like the butterfly sting that can stagger enemies. Redemption Raiders is a turn-based tactical RPG at its heart, so fans of King Arthur: A Knight's Tale or Rogue Trader or even Chaos Demon Hunters should feel right at home here. Redemption Raiders releases digitally on PC, PlayStation 4 and Switch on February 22nd, with physical versions coming later in April. At number 3, Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart Story is a what-ifs narrative about an alternative universe where the Soviet Union now has access to the technological revolution. This includes their development of robots, the internet and holograms. You take on the role of a KGB agent called Major P3, who is looking for a robot control system which is not acting as it should, now causing robots to harm humans. While we may fear an AI uprising, Atomic seems to be playing on the past and the dangers of what could have happened if this tech was left in the wrong hands. The combat is a mix of Bioshock-esque abilities and pure hack-and-slash mayhem. Fight against robots that need to be quelled before classified information is released. But it's not just machines, but mutated beings from secret experiments and bloodthirsty creatures. Use the powered up left hand while the right hand is reserved for more traditional weaponry. On one hand, it can hack directly into enemies and attempt to disable them entirely. It can also use the powers of telekinesis and fling enemies around. The hand is also armed with bursts of electricity or jets of flame. Atomic Heart will be coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One and PC on February 21st. At number 2, Wild Hearts. A co-op monster hunter is heading away this month in Wild Hearts. This title sets itself apart by not only letting players build their own contraptions to help fight beasts, but also letting players team up across platforms with crossplay. If you like the idea of tackling ferocious kimono beasts alongside your friends while rapidly building flatpack-esque furniture, then this could be for you. One of the great features of this game is that it offers both crossplay and co-op no matter which platform you're on. Choose special missions with your pack or join others in the world to take on kimono, which are beasts, on your own. Megaforce is no stranger to Musou-type games, and is bringing this knowledge into the action RPG. However, Wild Hearts will not only be bringing a range of motions such as dashing, jumping, grappling and sliding, but also the use of the Karakuri system. Build walls to make sort of blockades or even hammer down onto different kimono beasts, and you can even helicopter your way across the map using the Karakuri contraptions. In a world that is inhabited by large beasts called kimono, these wild beasts are on the rampage and also affect the natural environment around them. Azuma is a stunning land, but it is teeming with these kind of monsters. The title is inspired by feudal Japan, but with a fantasy flavour. Stand your ground using the tech at hand to take down these threats. This multiplayer title has large regions to traverse based on the 4 seasons. Visit your home base in the village of Minato to set up before your hunt. Wild Hearts will be released on February 17th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S and PC. EA Play members and Game Pass Ultimate subscribers can gain early access starting February 13th. At number 1, Hogwarts Legacy. The wait is finally over as fans of this major franchise finally get the open world title they've been waiting for. Hogwarts Legacy will be taking players on a magical journey into the heart of the Wizarding School. The action RPG adaptation of the Wizarding World sets to include not only the charms of the Hogwarts experience, but more sinister happenings afoot, including the dark arts. Every witch and wizard this February can step into the shoes and sorting hat of a 5th year student. While set in the same universe as Harry Potter, the game takes place in the 1800s. There are rumours of a goblin rebellion being led by Radek, supported by an alliance of witches and wizards. Together with trusted companions, other students from the school and your professors, it's up to you to find out why corrupted magic is threatening the wizarding world. Your actions as well as choices in-game will also affect the characters' lives, having much larger consequences by affecting the ending of the game as well. If walking the grounds isn't enough, players will be able to hop upon a broomstick or even go for a swim. The game will weave RPG mechanics into spellcasting, potion making and duels into one neat spellbound adventure. The locations include some iconic places from the book such as the Great Hall and the common rooms for each of the houses. Take part in duels, battles where magical folk will duke it out using spells. There is even the use of unforgivable curses such as Imperio, Crucio and even Avada Kedavra. Having both offensive and defensive magic, curses can break an opponent's shield charms. Hogwarts Legacy releases on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S and PC on February 10th. Be sure to be on the lookout for more of our videos covering the game, including which version to buy. You can also drop by our wiki for all the latest info. Well, that's a wrap for our top RPGs of February. Did I miss your favourite February release? What games are you looking most forward to this year? Please let us know in the comments below.